What's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you. It's an ML Sports Take brought to you by Stanley Law Offices, the Vince Aguirre Consulting Group, and our terrific friends over at Chick-fil-A, Cicero, and Clay. Make sure you stop by, grab the chicken nuggets and the tenders, the mac and cheese. Everything made to order, everything fresh. The salads are to die for. They have awesome breakfast as well with the burrito bowls and the sandwiches and a heck of a lot more for dessert. And another recommendation I would say would be to definitely try the sandwiches. Those are delicious as well. They will cater your business lunch as well at Chick-fil-A of Cicero and Clay. Buffalo Bills roll the Tennessee Titans 41-7 last night. Monday Night Football. I was actually there doing some stats for ESPN. This was just an unbelievable atmosphere. I can't believe, I've gone to plenty of Bills games, not tons and tons of Bills games, but I could not believe the traffic. I just couldn't believe the traffic. The traffic was standstill about 20 to 25 minutes before the throughways split, where you have to stay on the I-90 to get up towards that, Transit Road, sort of Abbott, all those exits and whatnot. So I ended up going straight and went kind of the back end way from Hamburg, and it took me this route, but it saved 8 to 10 minutes. Then I got stuck again for quite a while. So was a very, very frustrating traffic day. Left the house about 1:25, got in about 4:40, 4:35, 4:40. But all worth it. Great scene. Awesome to run into a bunch of media people. And let's hit this thing here quick. A couple takeaways in this game. Number one, the Bills' depth. Again, what Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott have done in the NFL draft, they have built so much depth that you can miss Ed Oliver, you can miss Tim Settle. No problem. Derrick Henry, 25 yards, 13 carries, 1 touchdown. I mean, they went in, they scored early, and they contained Henry, and from there the Bills rolled, right? And even when it was 17-7 at the half, it was a 10-point game, the Bills hadn't yet put, their foot on the throat, but you could tell that they were going to win the game. They were in firm control at that particular point. Josh Allen struggled a little bit early in this game, a little jittery, couple of missed throws, couple of overthrows. However, still 26 of 38 for 317 yards and 4 touchdowns. He was absolutely lights out to a potpourri of Bills receivers. I mean, Singletary, Morris, Crowder, Gilliam, McKenzie, Knox, Kumaro, and Diggs all caught a football. Stephon Diggs was toying with the secondary of the Tennessee Titans. 12 receptions for 148 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Bills defense right now is the best in the NFL. I think you could make an argument for what unit is better than the other. I mean, you look, you got Allen and Diggs. Again, they didn't have Gabe Davis, more to the depth of the Bills, right? More of that. But the defense right now, I mean, good grief. They ball hawked like crazy. They picked off Tannehill twice. I predicted a couple of picks in this game for the Bills. I predicted 4 to 5 sacks minimum. They only had 2, but they were all over the ball. They were all over everything. They tightened up right after the Titans scored that first drive in the first quarter. The Titans didn't score again in the football game. The Bills clamped down. Taron Johnson jumping in on plays. Gregory Rousseau pushing the pocket back. Jordan Poyer everywhere, including an interception. Bernard, Benford, Milano with the pick, and really filled the holes nicely. Tremaine Edmonds had a sack in this game and was all over the place. Micah Hyde, same type of deal. Now, the Bills go into a short week now with Miami. I mean, goodness, they're going to have to deal with Waddle and Tyreek Hill after the Dolphins just came back in wild fashion against the Ravens on Sunday. And they're right now, the injuries, I don't know how serious a lot of them are. Dane Jackson, obviously a very scary moment where Tremaine Edmonds went in for the tackle with Dane, and he basically hit him, and Dane's neck and head snapped way back. It was gruesome. It was ugly. It was tough to watch. The ambulance came out, but extremities and upper areas and all the rest. He had movements. He was texting with teammates. Shortly after that, Sean McDermott, I was there for the press conference of Allen, McDermott, Poyer, and Hyde, Poyer and Von Miller. And McDermott said that he did talk to Poyer, at the half in the ambulance and all that. He's kind of in the tunnel there as they were waiting to bring him somewhere. But just a very, very scary moment. But we don't know, like Dane Jackson. I mean, right now you would guess that he's not playing next week. But again, all this stuff has to come out. Dane Jackson, injured. Tim Settle and Ed Oliver still will be on the injured report, right? Like Matt Milano goes down last night late. Jordan Phillips goes down last night late. The Bills, Gabe Davis on offense, will he be back next week? I don't know. The Bills, that's a lot of players to miss for sure. They clearly showed, though, that they still have even depth after those guys I just mentioned, which is insane. But if they're missing all of those defensive players, Next week, it's already going to be a hard game against Miami because, I mean, the way Tua and Waddle and Tyreek Hill are rolling on offense, the way Gesicki's getting open now over the middle because of Tyreek Hill there. The Dolphins will be a formidable challenge. That's a very, very tough road game, and those two receivers are absolute studs, especially Tyreek Hill. It'll be tough sledding for the Bills, even if they had a full roster, but I think it's tough sledding for Miami, too, because Buffalo's still a really good team, and Buffalo's depth, they just keep throwing layers and layers and layers of guys at you. It's unbelievable to watch. It really is. And the Bills now have 20 wins in a row with double-digit victories. Ridiculous. Bills win it 41-7. I'm Mike Lindsley. This video is brought to you by Burton Ace Hardware, MyHotTub.com, and Rosie's Corner. Get on over to Rosie's if you're in and around Central New York, Route 11, in front of the Brewerton Bridge. Fish Friday coming up. Pizza and wings all week long. Yes, you can get the Meatball Bomber there as well. Rosie's Corner, Facebook, Instagram, and download the Slice app. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and as I always tell you, enjoy the games.